Here we are in the InfoWars. German museum denies Whitey entry to colonial exhibit on Saturdays. Only BIPOCs are allowed inside. Gee, that sounds racist. But then again, it's okay to be racist towards white people, I guess. Industrial Heritage Museum in Dortmund only allows Black, Indigenous, and people of color to enter the museum on Saturdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The funny thing about Indigenous, when you're talking about Germany, the only Indigenous people in Germany are ethnic Germans. So, it's kind of weird. The Zollern Cholera, probably said the name wrong, museum argues it is a safer space intended to protect people of color from further discrimination. Strange, if people of color are being discriminated against and getting hated on, why do they keep coming in the hundreds of thousands to Western Europe, I wonder? Okay, I'll say it. That wonder bit is a bit of a lie. I know why. They get free handouts. The exclusive access is an offer for BIPOC people and Black people to be able to withdraw and exchange ideas openly, reads the museum's website. For BIPOC, such safe places are rarely found in everyday life or in a museum rooms. Really? Everyday life? Their safe space would be their, living space. I mean, if you go out in public, your safety tends to go down, no matter which race you are. And I remember doing a video a couple months ago of a migrant stabbing another migrant on a tram, or something along that line. I guess there's an exhibit that partly focuses on racial grievances, with the introduction to the exhibition on the website reading, "The Morning Cup of Coffee," referring to how coffee was obtained through colonial exploitation. A street name of certain prejudices, colonial history is still present in our everyday lives. What, because of coffee? Really? Everybody enjoys coffee. White, black, brown, Asian, whatever. Now, I would say that Western world, Western Europe, is being colonized by non-white people, and it's spearheaded by the politicians, because the politicians are in the pocket of the corporations, and the corporations like the cheap labor, and the politicians, on the other hand, they like the division that it brings, because Europe as it stands is still pretty homogenous, and they're trying to break that apart. Alright, back to the article. If there's a person of color, people of color, and they say, "I don't want that white guy in here, then you must go," said a male employee. The host asked, "Because we have the wrong skin color?" The employee responded, "I can't explain that, but you don't need to, that's what it is. Skin color, no whitey allowed." When he was told that he should know because he works there, he responded that he could not explain how or why the rule was in place. Well, yeah, he is just an employee. So the radio host said, "If we turn it around now and say black are not allowed, yeah, there'd be an uproar." So anyway, this Zollern Cholera Museum is one of the LWL Museum, which are funded by taxpayers. Yeah, so you have no business saying this group of people is not allowed, because if it's taxpayer funded, everybody should have access to it. Similar anti-white policies are spreading throughout the West. For example, a black artist collective in Switzerland occupied a theater last year and demanded a non-white theater space. Yeah, I mean, you come to a country that's native population is white and you start demanding a non-white theater space? Really? Arguing that there is no racism against whites. Yeah, if you're demanding a non-white theater space, that's racism towards whites. The group managed to collect hundreds of thousands of francs from the Swiss government. So right there, government's racist, despite openly discriminating against white people. Well, anyway, I saw that article and it just seemed asinine to me, but that's clown world. So, take care out there.